Let's now do a special report on Namibian cuisine. Namibian cuisine is predominantly a reflection of traditional local cooking techniques by the Himba, Herero and San groups. However, some dishes were introduced in colonial times by those of German, Africana and British descent. They also played a major role in shaping the country's cuisine. Some of the common ingredients used in the pre-colonial period were a wide variety of fruits, nuts, bulbs, leaves, and several other foods collected from wild plants or obtained through hunting. Several years later, the use of milk products and meat also became prevalent in the country's cuisine. GBC News was in that part of Africa and brings you a sampling of indigenous Namibian food.
We are having the Hafeni traditional food, which is from the Hafeni tourism group. What we have here is our traditional meat. Basically, this is beef stew. So back in the village, we have a lot of cattle, so we normally slaughter them there, and then we make beef stew with this one. What we have here, this is our traditional spinach. So it's our wild spinach. You cannot buy it anywhere. It only grows naturally in the village back in the north. You have to eat it with porridge. You can also eat it with other things, but you don't really have to mix a lot of stuff in it. This is our marathon chicken, so it's our traditional chicken. In Namibia, in South Africa, we call it hard body. Normally it's the chickens that can grow for 6 months, 7 months. It's not the ones that we buy from the factories and stuff like that. How we normally eat this one, we eat it with porridge, and you can sometimes eat it with rice as well, in macaroni, in noodles. This is called mopani worms. It grows it basically comes from the village in the northern part of Namibia. So we normally eat this one with porridge as well, and you can also maybe sometimes just eat it like that. This is our traditional smashed beans. It looks more like salad. It's basically just beans. It's white beans. We have a variety of beans that we have in Namibia, but with the smashed beans, we normally just take the white beans. Those are the ones that we smash, and then we make these beans here. This is now our traditional porridge. This porridge is basically also just found in the northern part of Namibia, and also sometimes basically the other farms near to the northern part of Namibia. We have the white one and the brown one.
The hard body is hard, but it's actually quite nice. And then I also had the traditional spinach. It was actually very nice. And then the traditional pap, that was also something very different. It's always best that when you're trying to preserve our traditions, we must always remember where we come from. And basically food is that love language of where you come from. And as Africans, we must actually treasure that.
It's porridge with some meat and some vegetables. So I'm here to have a bite of the food. Well, the meat is really spicy. And this one tastes like banku in Ghana. I'm really enjoying the food. So I will let her tell us how it's being prepared.
It's maize meal, which we already prepared, and now we call it a porridge. And the meat, we use the beef meat with mix it with the intestines, and if we mix it with the intestines, then we say it's detained. People from Africa, you are missing a lot. This is the original prepared food, no spices inside, only we cook it only with rice. And if you have to enjoy it, you just use your hands to eat.
So they are from Omaheke, but currently at Swakopon.